Rangel is Chairman Emeritus of the House Ways and Means Committee and a representative of New York's 15th District since 1971. He's no stranger to partisan deadlock in Congress. Congressman Charles Rangel, welcome.
Thank you, Koki.
Great to have you here. So is this Congress worse than the others that you have seen?
You say worse. Is even difficult for me to think of Congress like that, but it is very, very difficult to know that there's no way in the world for you to accomplish anything when you're in the minority. And to know that the opposition publicly has said that their primary political responsibility is to defeat the president and not to legislate. And so when you've worked so hard to think that you've really reached that point that you can get education going as a part of American life and technology and trade and all those things that can make our country even greater, and you find that the only legislation that we're passing is to disarm the agencies of what we should have been doing over the years. So it's a real sad period of time, I would think. And I don't see really how the Republicans could enjoy it, except they just don't know any better. They don't remember any time that we enjoyed our work.
Now, the Republicans say that when you were in the majority, you Democrats, you treated them the same way. So explain to us the difference.
I think the difference is if we did treat them that way, it wasn't with the animosity. There's no way in the world anybody can say that the language that's used on the floor today was ever even contemplated 10, 20, 30 years ago. There's no way in the world to say it. And not only that, there was not complete leadership control over the Republicans and the Democrats. When I was chairman of the Ways and Means Committee and started working with the minority, it was almost frightening on both sides. We wondered which leader was going to grab us first and say, no, you can't do those kind of things. But the truth of the matter is that when you don't have the power to cooperate with anybody on either side, then you just get your running orders, and when they say vote no, the newspapers report those who went against the leadership, not those who voted for the bill. It's sad. It's not our country the way it's supposed to be.
Your years on Ways and Means, you had a lot of time dealing with Social Security and Medicare. There is concern that Medicare could be spiraling out of cost control. Do you see, this is obviously an issue that matters greatly to boomer and senior voters. Do you see anything happening to strengthen Medicare, or do you just see people wanting to cut Medicare?
Well, it's clear that there's a doctrine out there which the Republicans enjoy in believing just saying cut is going to repair. If there was a way to make a smaller investment for a larger benefit, they would not cooperate. You can almost make Republicans do anything wrong that you want them to do by suggesting you have to invest some money to do it right. And so it is true. You know, when you say getting out of hand, Social Security has made millions of people. They pulled them out of poverty. So you don't just say it's a very difficult thing because it's expensive. You know, it's not as though we're talking about $1 trillion a week in a war. We're talking about people that are talking about survival. And the same thing is true with Medicare. That is, getting out of hand, unless you're going to say how much you're entitled to be sick and how much that cost is going to be and what it is that you won't be able to take. But these things have become a way of life for people in the United States of America. It's rent, it's food, it's health care. So I don't see us handling that I can see how we can put a handle on the future, but you're not going to do it unless you're talking to each other, and no one talks to each other.
Charlie Rangel, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you. Congratulations to both of you. It seems like a reunion.